Yo, 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 yo. Listen, yeah, I feel good this morning, I ain't gonna lie. But, yeah, but this new video, yeah, is, it's gonna be a fun, it's gonna be a funny one in the sense where, you know what, I'm gonna take what someone says to me. I'm gonna take what that person says to me, and I'm gonna challenge them by challenging myself. Because I remember, I'm blessed this guy as well. What it is a TikTok creator, and I there, and he said, kind of did a little call. He was saying how alright, say by judging by my content, I'm not really the most confident person. And funny enough, he's actually right. You get me? I'm gonna be so genuine and honest right now. Give me a second. I'll be so genuine and honest right now because he's not wrong. And he's like your confidence. To paraphrase, your confidence should be something that you should try and work on a little more with it, especially if it's content you're trying to sell. And I get it because I'm like, you know, if man don't want it, if man don't want to take me serious as an artist, that's probably down to the work and the effort that I put out there, and even with the energy behind it. You know what I mean? If I'm just like, then raw, you know what I mean? It's like, is there any point in me still claiming or telling people say I'm on this? You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah. So imagine my thing now for the remainder that's left of the video is the generational gap kind of thing. And I see there's a lot of it, and it's not going to be everywhere, but it's in a city like mine where we're behind in a lot of things, and the one genre that we was highlighted for is kind of it's dying to a certain extent, or that's all what we was known for, to a point where it kind of casts a big shadow over other genres that I tried to come out of the city. And with that, it's also not only is it a support thing, um, always a support thing, it's a generational thing. You get me? Because a lot of us would know different age groups that each person of that said age group has got talent, and with that comes a certain level of talent. But what we don't do is watch, especially in this city, and is big each other up and put on that stuff a lot more unless we know the person. If we know the person, or we generally think that they're good, or because everyone else is bumping them, we're just gonna bump them. You get me? And it takes a lot of attention from people that's coming up. And in the same argument, you got a lot of artists listening to artists because someone will show you certain. I mean, I've been in a lot of them conversations, and a lot of other artists, I guess, have. You get it? Where you'll show that person something, and then they'll show you something, and you're breaking the ice in a sense. You're getting to know each other's sounds, and you're complimenting each other and stuff. It's probably motivating you to adapt your sound a little bit, not around theirs, but in a sense where it's like, wow, if they're producing this much, I've just met this person, that's probably made me want to go, you know, higher, just up the stakes higher from my personal thing. You get me? Um, and with that, like the age groups thing, I'm gonna clear that as well because for people think I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? But yeah, the age thing is safe. You got a lot of people safe. I'm in my late 20s, believe it or not. You got people in their early 30s, late 30s. You got people just younger than me, early 20s, late teens. You get me? About 10 years difference, more or less. You get me? Because I'm close to 30, I guess. So, basically, cool. But with that, you're going to get a lot of ignorance on both sides. And to be honest, all three positions, really. Because when you check it, there's going to be a lot of older people, as they do, a lot of older heads saying, you know what, because I've been doing music for years, or I've been around music, or I've developed an ear for music, my ear's seasoned. Then basically, you know, I can more or less pitch how it was all them years ago to somebody that's basically adapting to the here and now. You get me? And whereas the younger ones are like, well, your shit's been played out and your shit's weak and it's tired. this spice up the sound a little bit. Then you got man like my age. That's like, well, we was youths, we was youngers at the time where the olders probably like, in the middle and just dying out and then tailing into the new and then cool. We just took little pieces of remnants and then kind of, set the pace who's doing music at my age and then cool. It's kind of, to a certain extent, it's kind of, I guess, been a little inspo for the teens and the early 20s I was on about earlier, you get me? It's like, all of it is linked up to the same because all the genre is correlating to one, you get me? I know that with UK music on a whole, you get me? And I guess we've like, where the UK is different from the US in a sense, it's like, we've there's so many different styles that all get spoken about here besides grime. It's mad. All it takes is listening and I guess having a good ear, as what I said earlier, really. So, you know what I mean? But it's different in a sense where it's like, America, I feel it's more structured in a sense. You got like a lot more categories where there's more focus in that. Whereas here it's like cool. It's like, I know I can take pieces of this, take pieces of that and turn it into my own sound. And that's what no one else would understand. That's the beauty of both of them in a sense. Do you get what I mean? But the conversation that I had with the two people in the car, so another guy was in his 30s, another guy was like, 19? And was like, was bridging the gap and actually putting each other on because safe. In a sense, people my age will be taking on a guy that, people in their 30s, when they eventually slow down and do whatever, if that does come, you know what I mean? I don't knock anybody from what age you want to start music. And at the same time, it's like cool. As I approach that age, the people that I was on about that's younger than me, the late teens and early 20s, eventually, whatever I learn from the older, whatever I learn growing up and being, somewhat older than them, I can pass off, potentially what the people older than me didn't learn. And then that person that's younger than me can learn it quicker than whatever. And then from there, a beautiful thing is then enhanced on top of being created. We just gotta keep that up as people. And I know in cities like mine, and it's been due to happen. And I know everyone that I've been a part of doing this music thing, whether it's over the years, whether it's last year, whether it's this year, like, without saying too much, I know it's more or less an unspoken commitment to keep up. Or on a whole, it's a subconscious thing, and never lose sight of it. Never lose sight of it. All who's paying attention is never lose sight of it. You get me? Everyone that I know doing music, please never lose sight of it. Whether it's England, whether it's America, whether it's Birmingham, whether it's London, whether it's whoever. Like, from you're doing this thing and you see a video like this come up, and you're probably going through stuff. You doubt yourself. Like I do doubt myself, and it's mad. That's why I have to big up the brother that says what he says to me. Because it's like me knowing it myself. I would have told myself and I kept that, close and reserved and that. This brother come and highlighted it to me. An outside person that I've just met on this here app here is Make It Worse. So challenge accepted to the brother and big up for that, because more time I kept telling myself that and I'm like, I know things are gonna figure itself out, everything will work itself out in time, But yeah man, challenge accepted. And everybody, you kind of took whatever sense from this. Please, because if anyone cares about the music as well as I do, and I know there's a lot of people on here that do, then what I mean, these little things need to be done, and we can eventually be on par. Like everyone is saying, is people outside of the cities saying the exact same things. So, brother, sister, cousin, auntie, you get me? What's stifling the thing realistically, fam? Come on, bro. There's no reason to stifle the thing, but that's it, man. We know what to do. And it's this, fam. It's you understand? It's the unity and togetherness, the glue. You understand? But yeah, man. Yo, big up yourselves. Peace, love, prosperity, and all that stuff. Yeah, you get me? And yeah, man.